we go from Las Vegas. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They begin with Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Rodgers going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And not much room to operate as they get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. In motion, right goes Johnson. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run. It's Henry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 41 yards. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Inside give to Dickerson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Dickerson on the handoff. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield. When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Eric Dickerson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
But let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Now we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its stress reversal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nnamdi Asomugha. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's down the field to Moss, complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Running it with Dickerson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A carry for Dickerson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition?
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change? Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on first down. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. To throw is Rodgers. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third down and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there from Tennessee. 42 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And again, it's Rodgers. Check down here for Henry. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Henry up the middle. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Escapes the defender. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Second and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll run again. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is